Hey, hello. It is almost noon, so I imagine everybody's eating lunch right now, but I wanted to hop on here and talk a little bit about something really, really important, your book. Because I hear from people all the time that they started writing a book years ago and it's not done yet. I had a friend a few years ago who we were talking one time, and he was like, yeah, I've been working on my book for about 10 years. It's like 10 years writing a book. That's too long. That is really too long. And honestly, there are a lot of different things that can get in the way. Sometimes life happens. Sometimes you've got kids, you've got a job, you've got other interests, you're exhausted. That stuff happens. But the biggest reasons why you're not done writing that book yet is because you don't have a reason. Even if you think you have a reason, sometimes that reason isn't strong enough. And I know I hear a lot that people just want to write a book because they just really want to be an author or they really want to help people. And those are great reasons. They really are. But sometimes those aren't strong enough to make you sit down every day at your desk or every week or whenever you have time and actually get through the writing process. And if you aren't actually getting through the writing process, all you have is a manuscript on your computer and it's not helping anyone, right? So why aren't you done writing your book? What it boils down to is you need a stronger reason. You need to step back from the book and say, what am I actually doing this for? And keep asking, pulling away the layers. Well, why? Well, why? Well, why is that important? Well, what's that going to do? Is that going to help me? Is that going to help my family? Everybody, their drive is different. Everybody values different things. So maybe your biggest thing right now, I'm just going to use family because tons of people have families that they take care of. I have little ones too. Maybe that's your biggest drive. And maybe you're saying, well, the book is pulling me away from taking care of my family. The book is pulling me away from fun time with my kids. Or I can't write this book because I have to take my kids to dance class, which is what I'm doing later. I'm taking my kids to dance class or soccer practice or wrestling or, graffiti class or whatever you have your kids in. Maybe those are the things that you're saying, hey, I can't do this because my family is more important to me right now. And that's good, but let's see if you can maybe turn it around and see how the book is going to help your family. Because if you can carve out a little bit of time here and there, and you're saying, hey, my family is really important to me, but this book is going to actually get me to whatever goal it is I have with my family, then maybe that's going to end up being your driver. So maybe it's not, I want to be an author, or I just want to help people, or wow, I'd really love to hit the next goal in my business. Maybe those aren't the stronger reasons for you. So let's just take the family example and look at what it could do. So let's say you do start taking time, carving it out, and you finish your book. What are you going to do with that book? Well, maybe you're going to use it when you are doing your speaking engagements. Maybe you have one speaking engagement every single month, and you're going to sell books after that. And, so obviously you'll make the clear money from selling the books and speaking engagements. But then those books are also going to drive people back to your website for some additional videos that you gave as just a bonus, because that's something we like to do with our books, is get people back to the website, get people back to you so they can get more great content. Let's say that that's the path you set up. You do your speaking gig, you sell the book sends people to your website for videos. At the end of your videos, you say, hey, if you want more of this, book your free call. People book their free call with you. On the free call, they end up signing up for your coaching program. So how important is that book if it's getting people through all those steps because they're getting this great piece of you to build trust and make them really like working with you by reading your book, so that you're giving them new ways to find you. You're giving them some additional content after your speaking gig, because maybe that was your first touch. Maybe the speaking gig was the first time they've seen you. And that book is the next step. So if the speaking gig to the book, to the videos, to booking the call with you, if that's the path you're taking, then you're getting new clients. And what is that doing for your family. Well, maybe it's going to help you guys plan that great vacation. Maybe it's going to help you pay off, a car for your teenager because they're turning 16. Maybe it's going to help you pay for braces. Maybe it's going to help you cover the cost of, some big cool thing that you wanted to do. Maybe it's going to help you do a million different things, right? So start looking at that book as a means to take care of whatever it is that is most important on your plate right now. If it's your family, awesome. How is that book going to help you take care of your family? How's that book going to help you reach your goals with your family? If it's just you, let's say it's just you, how is it going to help you? You've got goals too, right? So if you're using that book as part of your marketing toolkit, I can't talk. If you're using that as part of your marketing toolkit, let's say you're using the same process. You're speaking, you're selling books, you're getting people back to your website for the free videos, they're booking the call, and they're becoming coaching clients. Or if you want to cut out the website altogether and tell people at the end of the book, hey, book a free call, I'd love to give you this. Let's say you're doing that. People are signing up for coaching with you because they read your book and you built that know, like, and trust factor while they were at their house, chilling in the evening, reading your book and getting tons of great information. How is that helping you? You're upgrading your car, you're paying off your house, you're going on vacation. Maybe it's the little things. Maybe it's, hey, I'm able to cover the bills before, my significant other was the one taking care of that. Or, maybe it's, I was able to help out my parents with something. Whatever the biggest driver is in your life, put that in the front. Make sure that that is what you're focusing on when you're doing your book, because nothing else is going to get you through that book better than whatever the biggest focus is in your life right now. Whether it's your career, your family, helping others, boil it down to how is this really going to make an impact? What drives me? Everybody's got different drivers, right? Everybody has different things that make them want to achieve. And when you're focusing on that, you will get your book done. And that's going to get you all the fabulous things that you want to do. So if you have some thoughts on this, I'd love to hear them. Comment here in the video and we'll talk. I'd love to talk about this. How are you focusing on your drivers so you can get your book done, published, out the door, and ready to make a big impact?